Good morning, guys and girls. I hope everyone's well. Welcome to all followers, members, and I'm sure we've probably got some potential future members watching and listening to this video as well. So what I was going to do today is just actually run through the trading field, what we do, what we provide for our members, show you some of the recent results, show you the actual signal service channel so you can see how it works yourself, and actually just give you an understanding better of what we do as a business. So we've been running the trading field now for approximately 14 months. Had some very good success. We've got a lot of members on board in terms of the trading courses that we offer, and also in terms of the signal service that we provide as well. So the idea really of today is, number one, is to kind of show you some of the results, okay, that we've had over the last few weeks. We've got our MT4 screen now in the background, so you can see the recent results that we've had. We've had a lot of questions regarding this. We've had a lot of inquiries. We've had a good few members come on board as well, which is always nice to see. Now, looking at the results that we've got currently, we've had a fantastic couple of weeks. Now, as you can see, the MT4 screen that we've got here on show is every single trade that we've taken over the past 2 weeks or so, and just want to clear up any kind of misconceptions and give you an idea of actually the way that we trade, the trades that we place, and how it can work for you moving forward. So first of all, in terms of results, so we've delivered 17 units, okay, in under 2 weeks. Now, units basically is risk reward. So if you're risking, let's say, $100 per trade, you would be up around $1,700 in the space of 2 weeks, which is obviously a phenomenal result. Now, depending on your account size, that is some very good percentage growth that you won't actually find anywhere else within any other asset class whatsoever. So we've had a winning percentage of around 85%, 87%, I believe, to be precise. And we've delivered around 800 pips in the past 2 weeks or so. Now, the most important thing when it comes to us, and what you can see in the background now, is actually just the signal service channel. Now, this is actually just showing you every single trade that we place, every message we put in that group to our members, and it will allow you to understand better the kind of service that we provide, the extra added value we give, the results we have, the trade management that we offer for our members, and the support and the guidance we give you guys as well. So obviously feel free to pause this video if you want to read any of the comments, any of the trades, any of the information that you find in that signal service channel, just to get a better understanding of how you follow us and how it works. Now, with regards to our trading personally, we are what we call swing traders, okay? We're looking for strong movements, okay, across the markets. We're not looking to scalp the market, which is actually taking, say, 10, 20 pips out of a market at any one time. We're always looking for a big movement, and that movement will normally be anywhere between 50 and, say, 200 pips. Now, the next thing to kind of understand with regards to that is, and a question that we get quite commonly, is the fact that, you know, I live in Canada or I live in Australia. Am I going to be able to kind of keep up with the trades on the different time frames, etc., etc.? And of course, absolutely you are. We've got members worldwide. We've got people in Canada. We've got people in the US. We've got people in UK. We've got people in Asia. We've got people in Australia and New Zealand as well. No one has a problem following us, and it's simply because of the fact that what we do is we swing trade the market. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to enter straight away. If you're an hour or two late, usually it's not too much of an issue. Only if the market moves very quickly would you actually have to avoid that trade, because we might have already had the movement that we were looking for. Now, the next thing really about our trading specifically is when it comes to risk versus reward. Okay, so our trades, we are always looking for a minimum of 1 to 2.5 risk reward. Now, what that means is if we are risking $100 per trade, we are always aiming to achieve $250 at least on that one specific trade until we hit our take profit, or obviously we may close it early in certain scenarios and certain situations. What we do, as you can see in the signal service channel, is we provide you guys with a lot of updates as these trades are going through. If we've got news events coming out, we give you that option to say, look, we're already a couple of units in profit. please feel free to take them if you prefer not to have the risk. We have a high volatility event occurring, but we always let you know precisely what we're going to be doing, and then if you want to follow it, you can. If you prefer to be safe and actually just book the profits, then obviously you can do that as well. Now, in terms of transparency, in this video, what you're going to see is some of the losers we've had over the past couple of weeks as well, which obviously we're not afraid to hide. It's all about that long-term gain and that long-term growth of your account value, and we are not going to get every single trade right. No trader will ever get every single trade right, okay? But obviously with the correct risk management and with the correct risk reward on your trades, even if you have 2 losing trades in a week and you have 1 winner, you can still be a profitable trader, okay? And let's just take this as an example. Last week was actually quite a quiet week for us. We only placed 3 trades last week, of which 1 of them lost and 2 of them won, okay? That still means we are profitable over the week. We still secured over 200 pips. We still secured 4 units, I think just over 4 units, which means that if you're risking 5% per trade, you've actually had a 20% growth in your account based on just that last week, just those last 3 trades. And then finally, the support and the guidance that we actually offer and we give you. Now, a lot of people come to us with no idea what to do in terms of lot sizing, no idea what to do in terms of risk management, and we make sure that before you actually get started with us, you understand how to calculate your risk, okay? You understand precisely the risk size you should be using for your account value. That obviously depends on your own personal circumstances and your own tolerance to risk. And also in terms of actually risk management, how we manage that trade throughout, and ensuring that you're not exposing yourself to too much risk per trade. Now, as a Signal Service member of ours, you do get every single trade that we take, okay? We don't cherry pick any trades. We give you precisely the trades that we take on a weekly basis. We don't hide anything from you at all. And as you've seen from the MT4 screenshot, you can match those up with that Signal Service channel and you will see exactly the same information, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just actually go through the trades that we took over the last 2 weeks, starting with the most recent, just because that's the way it's loaded up on here for me. I'm going to run you through each individual trade to show you the kind of setups that we had without giving too much away, because obviously our course members have all the information in terms of actually how we place trades and why we place trades, the reasoning, what we look for, how we analyze the market. In terms of news events, economic data, in terms of currency indexes, all of that information is provided in our course. And obviously if you are interested in our course, then just head over to the website. You'll see the options we have available, and obviously what you can do is contact us and ask us any questions. We're always here to help. Okay, so I'm just going to run through some of the trades that we've placed over the last couple of weeks. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible, so I'm just going to give it kind of 20 seconds or so per trade. You can match all of this up with the MT4 screen just as proof that we've placed it, and also through the Signals channel. You can find those in there if you just pause it as well. So last week, fantastic trade on GBP NZD, very small drawdown. Managed to secure, I believe it was around 170, 180 pips or so on that market, and it was right before the polling information came out and actually the GBP skyrocketed the other direction. We were already out, already in profit, very, very happy. We then had GBP CHF as well, managed to take profits just slightly early, which was the perfect decision, but again, looking at that, we had around 80 or 90 pips on GBP CHF last week as well. Again, both of these risk rewards are 2 to 3 risk reward. We had a losing trade that week on Euro USD. Okay, market didn't quite go our way, and the USD did not strengthen as we'd expected. 1 small loss on there, losing around, I think it was 25 to 30 pips or so, but nothing to worry about, still profitable for the week. Now, if we then jump back into last week and some of the trades we placed last week, we have our USD JPY trade. Again, we took profits a little bit early on this one because the FOMC news came out. We gave you guys the go ahead in terms of if you wanted to take that risk, more than happy to. The market did actually end up and hit that target for a couple of our members as well. But with that, again, it was around a 50-60 pip profit. We then had Euro JPY, another really, really good trade. Pip-wise on that, we were around 90 to 100 pips. Target was hit perfectly. I think it was about 2.6, 2.7 units or so on that. So very, very happy with that trade. We also placed a trade on Euro Aussie dollar, which some people were lucky with, some people were unlucky with. It was completely risk-free by this point. But we had a bit of a change and a bit of a turnaround in this market. A lot of people did actually secure 50 to 60 pips. Some people actually hit their break-even stop, but they did take about 25% of their profit off the table. We had a really good trade on gold, absolutely zero drawdown whatsoever. Gold actually moved about 170 pips, I believe it was. Really, really good trade. Risk reward again of around 3 to 1. So very, very good trade on gold in the week prior to this one. We then have the FTSE, again, fantastic trade, really, really big movement. We managed to catch a movement of around, I believe it was around 140 pips, I believe. Most people were able to catch at least 100 of these. Some people took profits and some people let it run to hit that target, but again about 3 units or so. We then had USD CAD. Now we did unfortunately lose the first trade. We had a little bit of a stop hunt. We got taken out of that market, losing about 25 pips and a unit. But then we managed to find that second entry and actually managed to get 3 units and around 90 pips or so on USD CAD. We had GBP USD, again, a really, really good trade, very, very small drawdown, managed to secure around 100 pips or so, very small risk, okay, in terms of pips, and a nice big target. Now, obviously, as you can see on there, we could have left it running for a bit longer, but always we're more than happy to take those profits around 3 units or so. We had a trade on Aussie dollar CHF as well. We did actually close this one a little bit early since we didn't really like too much of the price action. Most of our members took around 15, I think 10 to 15 pips on this market. Again, we were more than happy to take profit there. We weren't too sure whether or not the market was going to turn. And then we had EuroCAD as well. EuroCAD, we did have a loser on EuroCAD, losing 1 unit, you're losing about 25-30 pips or so, nothing to worry about. And as I said before, we had a fantastic couple of weeks. Regardless of, I think, the 3 losers that we had, we were still up 17 units. And on top of the 17 units, we're up about 800 pips or so. Okay guys, so that kind of wraps it up. I just wanted to kind of show you exactly what's been happening over the last 2 weeks or so. All of the trades, the proof that we've taken them, the proof that they've been in the signal service for all our members to enjoy. All you need to do is follow us on Instagram. You'll see all of our members' comments. You can look at our reviews. Now we have a few people that have been messaging us to get started over the last day or so. And it would be good to get you guys up and running for the new week as well. So just send us a message. We'll help you get started. We'll help you get set up. If you haven't got a broker already, we can direct you to the ones that have the most competitive spreads. And moving forward, we look forward to having some more smashing weeks on the market. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found it interesting and useful, and I hope you like our style. And obviously, as I said, any questions you have, please feel free to send us a message.